it's wonderful when Formula One teams go downtown and take our sport to the fans. And, you know, out there today, they could hear a V6 hybrid, a V8 Cosworth and Mercedes-Benz engines, a V10, a V12, an Indy car. You can smell the cars, hear them, feel them, see the drivers, and really sort of takes Formula One away from the racetrack into the heart of the fans. And if we don't have fans, we don't have motor racing.
I'm so pleased to see all these McLaren world champions, and it's an honor for me to be among these incredible guys, you know. Ayrton Senna, Mika Hakkinen, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, all world champion with McLaren. I was the first one from a very huge list of champions. It's an amazing history for McLaren. You know, it's amazing when I sit down here, you know, the steering wheel position, the gear lever, the pedals, the cockpit, you know, very low cockpit, very low monocoque, because that was the time the car was built like this, and all the memory goes back, you know. You know, it's amazing to McLaren to organize this demonstration in Miami. You know, I live in Miami since 1984. This is my residence here. You know, and I drove the first Miami Grand Prix. Was downtown, and now I never imagined one day to drive them on the streets of Miami. It'll be very special.
Well, we're doing an amazing demo run with like all these world champion cars so that the public can get a see of how McLaren's history is so extensive and so long, and how much success McLaren's had. I'm driving Ayrton's 1991 Challenger. It's his third world championship. Kind of course, for me, it was the latest title for him, so I was older then, I could remember even more. So kind of really have ingrained in my memory, and all the memories I have from it are amazing. So get to drive it here will be very special. I think us drivers will be a bit more careful because the roads are pretty bumpy. But you know, if we get to give people an opportunity to feel and listen to these cars, because you know it's such a different experience. You have a car from the 70s, a car from the 90s, a car from the late 90s, and then early 2000s, and then late 2020. I mean, it's a real treat for the fans.
This particular car was extremely fast car, you know, very fast car. I won a world championship with that 99, but it was a very difficult car to drive. It was like a rocket, you know, really fast, but very challenging to keep on the track. So today, the idea is to create a great atmosphere, make the fans to hear the beautiful V10 Mercedes engine, and see, of course, the beautiful colors of the car at that time, and to have fun. You know, that's the most important, you know. And if they would check my heart rate, you know, I'm a bit worried, you know. But yeah, it's great to go back to driving this beautiful car. But it's never so comfortable. You know, if you take this kind of car for the racing track, it's a different thing because you have a lot of runoff area, things like that. A place like this, you have to pay a little bit extra attention how you drive. That way you don't get too excited.
I race IndyCar my entire career. I run the team. I'm the team principal. I don't race anymore. But yeah, we want to show the fans what IndyCar is all about as well. This car is going to race the Indy 500 in 2 weeks. So I got the task to take care of it. I mean, when you look about the history of what McLaren is doing here today, with all the history of McLaren, then also Formula 1 and IndyCar, it's pretty cool. This is for the fans. I think Miami deserves.
It's always fun racing here. It's a great location, great crowd. I kind of want to shut up because I just want to listen to those cars for the next couple of hours because they sound awesome. But driving cars like this at events like this is always awesome. Hopefully everyone still has their eardrums attached because that car's pretty loud. So I had a great time. Hope you guys have had a great time today.
Feels very special. I'm very honored to be driving for McLaren. My whole life I've only driven for McLaren, so it's very special. And obviously to see Bruno in Ayrton's car, to see Mika here, to see Emerson out. It's cool to see all the people driving their kind of cars. Next time I'm driving Lewis's one and you're driving the modern one, Oscar. But otherwise, it's nice to kind of to see the history, also knowing that. I mean, for both of us, we're a little bit part of it. We've now, I've raced for McLaren for many races, but to kind of see my name alongside some of these guys is very special. So always honored to drive for McLaren in Papaya, so very enjoyable. I know it's just good to have a bit of fun. Normally we have to be all serious and drive properly. Now we can just have a bit of fun.
He started with our founder, Bruce McLaren, a young guy. He wanted to build something incredible, and he went through iconic drivers, iconic cars. We have seen some of them, and now this is the present with Lando and Oscar. And obviously what makes McLaren special is our Papaya fans.
Senna, Mika, Emerson, these were my era. And now we're living in the Norris Piastri era, which is very exciting. So to get these cars out, get these drivers out, because not everyone gets a chance to go to the racetrack. So the more we can bring our cool sport to all of you here, the better.